Does Omari Hardwick's new horror thriller Spell deserve a seat at the table of the black horror renaissance? Does it even deserve to be included in the conversation? Funny you ask. What it is, what it do, it's your host, the Caped Informer, back with another movie review for Spell, an entry into the black horror space that I was particularly excited for, being a big fan of Power, the Starz TV series that Omari Hardwick starred in as the titular ghost, aka James St. Patrick. This was the actor's first big role following the end of that show, and I'm sure that I, as well as many other Power fans, were hopefully anticipating seeing if our boy Hardwick was able to keep his momentum following his role in that. We are about to dive right into that. However, please make sure you drop a like on this video as well as tap on the subscribe button so you don't miss out on all of my exclusive film and TV breakdowns. And while all of you beautiful people are here, go ahead and follow your boy on IG. I'll be sure to show you some love right back. Alright, so right off the bat, I can absolutely say that if you are indeed a fan of Omari's performance as a ghost on the Power series, you will most likely love the dude in this. It's basically the same character. And it kind of sucks to say that because most actors try and separate themselves from their most highly known roles after they branch off from a TV series or a franchise to, you know, establish some kind of range. And don't get me wrong, Omari does act his ass off in this, but the same kind of cocky, arrogant, successful, almost dismissive husband and father persona does rub off on the main character of Spell, Mark. So for a bit of context, Spell follows a wealthy black family taking a trip to rural Appalachia in the wake of the death of Mark's father. They weren't too close. What the movie does very early on is establish Mark and his family's disconnect to their black roots based off his financial status and success. This almost entitled mindset trickles down to his own kids, and while his wife sees it and is troubled by it, Mark is again quite dismissive of the fact until, well, tragedy arises. On the family's private jet ride into Appalachia, their plane crashes and Mark awakens in the attic of a traditional hoodoo practitioner. He desperately tries to escape and reconnect with his family, which proves difficult due to the witch's dark magic and accomplices. Immediately, most horror thriller fans should be able to draw the comparison of this movie and the classic film Misery from 1990, which this is surely based off of. And no, in no way do I see Spell as a ripoff of that, but more of an homage. It's Misery with an indisposed man being held hostage by a crazy old woman. However, the black societal themes and dark magic add more than enough of a twist to make it a legitimate original piece of work. And original it was. Like, I'll say it's no Get Out, however, it's leagues above films like Antebellum. Spell has an important message on the divide of our culture based on class. However, it does get bogged down by the film's focus on voodoo and old country black sorcery, which wasn't misused, mind you. It added a fairly original take on the genre that came off very authentic. And not so scary in the mental way, but in the visual way. Like, there's a lot of scenes where you may want to avert your eyes, unless you want to lose your lunch, because they don't hold back in this. Body mutilation, blood, guts, they're all abundant in this grotesquely memorable body horror experience. There's also something to say about the way this movie is shot, where it feels very trippy and almost hallucinogenic at times, which was a little annoying at first. Like, I found it a bit melodramatic, but it did kind of start to become applicable by the end. So returning real quick to some of the performances, I did already mention how Omari did hold it down as an alternate universe ghost. However, his co-star Loretta Devine, who played opposite of him as Eloise, was surprisingly horrifying. I can't say enough for well-known black actors that branch out into different genres, especially horror, and just kill it. It is so refreshing. I love to see it. Omari and Loretta paired wonderfully in this, and what you may or may not like about the Mark character, Loretta more than makes up for with her villain role, which I found to be one of the more interesting aspects of the movie. As with every good villain, Eloise doesn't quite see herself that way, as she's considered a healer in her community. What she tries to do for Mark is what she does for people every day, despite her methods being a slight bit unorthodox. Anyways, in closing, You guys definitely need to watch Spell. It's not without its shortcomings, but it is in no way unsuccessful in delivering yet something else to the conversation of black horror. Have you seen Spell? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to drop a like, share this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in my next one.